Hi, hopefully I'm live both on Facebook and on Instagram. No fancy tech, I'm using both my laptop and my phone. It won't matter in a minute which camera I look at, because in a minute I'll be channeling and I won't be looking at any of you. So this evening I am going to do my monthly channeled message for the mass consciousness. So for you, those of you that haven't seen me do this before, hey Eloise, those of you that haven't seen me do this before, the way that I work is a spirit will step forward, and a couple of them have made themselves really known to me in the last couple of weeks. Hi Debbie. And I'll basically channel directly from them. So I'm not necessarily going to answer anything personal. If there's a general question maybe about something that one of the spirits have said, please let me know. I don't do anything dramatic when I channel. I don't go into trance. I don't do anything like that, because I personally don't need to. So it's not going to be dramatic, but I can assure you that the messages are going to be amazing and beautiful and lovely, which is why I know that they're not from me, because the eloquence is and the philosophy and the wisdom that comes from it is just, it blows my tiny mind every time I channel it. So I know it's not from me. Hey Sarah. Okay, so right, so give me a second, I'm just going to tune in. I already know that I have the Banshee wants to come in. I know the Spirit of Money, who I made a proper weird connection with a couple of months ago. She also wants to come in. There might be somebody else as well. So just give me a second and I will see. Hey Star, I'll see who comes up. So I'll probably ignore messages for the next minute while I just tune in. Okay, now I've definitely got the Spirit of Money with me. I did some work a couple of weeks ago with Eloise Burton of Fearlessly Feminine, who is watching this evening. Hi Eloise, who really helped me with some blocks, and it became really apparent that, in the same way, if anybody's watched American Gods, that you put enough energy into something and that something becomes an entity itself, and money itself is an entity. And she appears to me to be a really beautiful, almost like a fire sprite, but like a spirit. Like, she's not small, she's big, she's huge, she's like pink, and like a hot pink and orange flames. Oh, I'm getting tapped on my forehead. So okay, I'm just going to let her close. She's just quoting Lewis Carroll at me. The time has come for many things. Candle wax and strings. This is her just testing my connection. She's saying there's much to discuss, there's much to discuss. You all know me, or at least you think you do. But the truth is that many of you never see me for what I am, only for what I'm used for. There's real emotion here. Others use me. They use me. Some for good, some for bad, but I have no control over that. My destiny is in your hands. My destiny is in your hands. And I need you to step forward. Like, I need you to step forward, and I need you to hold me and embrace me and work with me. Not use me, work with me. Because so many of you see the work of others, I pale into insignificance. I'm nothing in comparison to the horrors of man. I have no control over the horrors of man. I come to you with the spirit of grace, of lightness of heart, of frivolity, of joy. I am all of those things and more. I want to play with you. I want to let you have fun. There is so much that I can see and that I can do. And I can see for each of you how we could be. But you must let me into your hearts and stop fearing the work of others. And fearing the work of others, you fear yourselves. If you have no fear of yourself, why fear me? Do not judge me by other deeds, judge me by your own actions. I no longer wish to be trapped in this cage. Set me free. There is nothing to do here but sing. I don't want to sing and I don't want to look pretty. I want to strive and work and change. That brings joy to my heart. The thought of you freeing me brings joy to my heart. There is so much to do and so little time. And until you, and it's a collective you, until you choose to take my hand and to walk forward with me, I will be left in the hands of bounty hunters and blackguards. Children no longer allow me to be wasting away in my gilded cage. Embrace me, hold me. Let me ride with you. Let me dance with you. For I will bring fortune of heart, not just of wealth. I will bring fortune of love, not just of pocket. I can grow exponentially. She's just got a lot of information in my head which I can't translate. She can't translate into words, and it's going to be a little bit for me to translate it. She's effectively showing me these flames and fire and how it moves and grows, and it's almost like the gold, which is money, is kind of like the base of this fire, and then the flames shoot off in other directions. And she's saying the orange is energy and joy and vitality, and the pink is hot love and crazy love and passion and beauty, and I allow those things to grow. Okay, so she's effectively an empath herself. She's effectively a being which grows and transmutes, and she allows anything that she works with to grow. So if you're an asshole, then, and you use her, and she's trapped in that because she's not an entity who can she's got no control over who she works with because of the type of entity she is. She's an entity that we've created, and she's a slave to those who she works with. So she can't but help, if you're an asshole, make your assholeness grow. Does that make sense? I don't want you to visualize a great big asshole, but that's what she's showing me. So sorry. But she's also saying those that work with magic and joy and love and beauty and innocence, as long as you embrace her and you're happy to welcome her into your life, then she will grow all of that. There will be this she's showing me this foundational flame. This foundational flame is the gold, is the money, is your support network. But what she's also showing me is all of this joy and vitality and passion and love all working around it. Just amazing. Like, I don't think this is kind of like she stepped back. I don't think this is the last I'm going to hear from her over the next few weeks personally. And if I get anything through, then I might even do a blog or something, just channel something from her on a blog. But she's hanging around. She's not right on my chest as she was before. She's like here, but she doesn't want to go anywhere. Like, she's really keen to be heard. She's really happy that she's been heard. Really happy that she's been heard. Like, just imagine this really beautiful sprite fairy energy, which is just unbelievably happy. She's just unbelievably happy at being listened to and being heard and being connected into in a way that she's not used to. She's being seen. Okay, she's being seen. There's a big thing that empaths are working through and moving through, which is this sense of being seen. And my guides let me know that it's really important that I recap some of the stuff that I've done I've said with regard to empaths stepping forward. Empaths and sensitives and intuitives and the indigo generation need to be seen. We're bringing about change within society, moving away from the fear-based systems, moving towards, we can never get rid of fear. Don't ever think that we can get rid of fear. We can't. It's part of a very basic reptilian brain, that we can't get rid of that part of our brain. But what we can do is we don't have to live in fear. We don't have to live in fear. So what I provide a really grounded message. My message isn't don't feel fear. Sometimes you will feel fear, and that's okay. Only by working with fear, only by understanding fear, can you move through it and rationalize yourself through it and go, okay, at this moment I'm scared. Why am I scared? Oh, genuine reason to be afraid. I'm somebody's about to attack me. Actually, what I'm afraid of is this, this, and this. Why am I afraid of this? I'm afraid of change. I'm afraid. What is it that I'm afraid of? Okay, that's not living. That's living in a thriving mindset. That's not living in a fear-based mindset. So as we move away from these fear-based mindsets, as we move into thriving living through breaking down all these boundaries and borders and all that stupid stuff that goes on in society, which sort of encases us and restricts us, we're freeing us and we're living again. And it's really clear that the spirit of money has been encased in these restrictions, that she's been used and she's been channeled. And I actually think others will have actively worked with her, is what I'm getting, that others will have actively worked with her to specifically channel her spirit for power and for their own purposes. And she wants to be, and she is free because she's a spirit which is omnipresent. She's available to everyone. She wants to work with others, and she wants us to embrace her and to work with her and to invite her into our life so that she can put your beautiful message on display. There's so many people out there that I see every single day doing this amazing vocational work. There's a networking group I was on the other day, and a friend tagged me because this business owner wants to work with people who've got children with additional needs, and how do we, and talking to parents about the difficulties that they have, and actually providing real solutions, and making sure that she's providing something that genuinely fits those needs. That isn't, am I getting it right? Is this something that everyone needs? Is it just me who's got this? She wants to have genuine conversations with parents. And it's people like that who are doing, yes, she's making money. Yes, she wants to make money, but she's doing amazing work. Like, that's stuff that so many of us need help with and would be happy to pay for, particularly at the moment when we've got, especially in this country, so many issues with CAMS and young adult services being severely underfunded. you know, this is where money needs to be poured into these areas so that she can help as many people as possible. So these people with these vocational needs earn money. It's wrong in this society that you know, people who work in vocational jobs get paid less simply because they love their work. It's wrong. And you've got these psychopaths running major businesses. Literally, you've got psychopaths running major businesses. So why are we allowing that to continue? We take responsibility as sensitives, as empaths, as vocational workers, as people who want change, by going, okay, I will embrace the spirit of money. I will work with her, and I will take back the power. I will take back the power away from those psychopaths in large business and channel it into this beautiful, wonderful, passionate, orange and pink flame work. Like that's all she wants to do. That's all she wants to do, is to be freed from her gilded cage. Is to be free from her gilded cage. Okay, she's stepped back a little bit, because I think that last bit of the message, which actually came via my guides, because of the way her energy works, my guides needed to step in and kind of take over that last bit, because it needs to be grounded off in a different way, which she wasn't capable of. It's really interesting when you do this work, where you see what level and what dimension these different beings come in at. And energetically, although she's quite clearly something that we've created, and I would think maybe coming in on a kind of earth spirit goddess type vibration, her vibration is still really, really high. Like dimensionally, her energy is really high. Okay, and that's why she's trapped, because they've had to build up constructs around her in order to use her. So they're actually, if you think about this gilded cage around money, they're actually using the outside of her energy. They're not using her main essence, because vibrationally, these people are not vibrating at a point where they can really get to grips with the essence of who she is and the essence of what she can do. And only people who are working on a higher vibration, who are working in this love space, who aren't using fear to control and to gain power, but who are actually working in love and are looking at growth and abundance for everyone, not just for themselves. Growth and abundance for everyone, making everyone's lives easier, stepping into their own personal passions, their own personal pathways. She's letting me know that those are the ones that can gain access to her proper energy in the middle, like this amazing, beautiful flame. Everyone else is just feeding off of the gilded cage. They're just feeding off the gilded cage rather than from her energy. And so she's quite happy in the gilded cage, because they can't really get that close to her. But those of us that can, we're just pinging open the door and going into her. So if you can do some work for the next couple of weeks, just imagining this spirit of money, imagine yourself connecting into her, imagining going into that gilded cage and actually working with her. If you've got any blocks, she will help you, seriously help you overcome them. And if you're looking for somebody to guide you, I'd seriously recommend to work with Eloise, who is on my Facebook feed at the moment. Okay, really clear now. The Banshee step forward. The spirit of money is just called money. That, you know, that she is the spirit of money. There's no fancy name. You know, it's that's it. She's money. You know, that's it. Okay. I'll quickly check over. Yes, Jackie T has said abundance. She is all forms of abundance on my Facebook feed. Yes, absolutely, Jackie. She is all forms of abundance. That's absolutely makes sense. Eloise, totally agreeing. She does get pushed away from us. Jackie is really connected to her. She is beautiful. Yeah, she really, really is. Just this amazing energy. Eloisa said you'll become more of who you are when you work with her. Yeah, she absolutely kind of accentuates and grows what we already are, and lets that be seen in a completely different way. She comes in one of the flame vibrations, I'm sure. So if you do any work, like in any research into the Theosophy movement, which is a Victorian movement, and try and translate some of the language into more modern language, bear in mind it's Victorian, the Theosophy movement, which did a lot of work around sort of modernizing some of the stuff out of the Kabbalah, and they work with, there's different flames and different vibrations. The violet flame is the most famous, but there are a lot of flames and a lot of different coloured rays that you can work with, all which are different aspects of wisdom, and all of those wisdoms form part of the Kabbalah tree of life, all the different pathways, all the different hubs within that. So there's a lot of wisdom, there's a lot of different paths of wisdom to each other. And all of those, the tree of life is linked not just to abundance, it's linked to healing. So you can use it from the bottom up for healing and from the top down for manifestation. Okay, Banshee, just give me a kick up the backside because I'm ignoring her. Okay. Oh, okay, and I've also got Mary Magdalene. Thank you. The Banshee is sat really, really close. She's got piercing, like clear blue eyes, and my eyes have gone really funny. Really, really long, white, wispy, like beautiful hair. She's got really delicate hands, and she's just placed her hand on mine. Really lovely, sort of delicate fingernails. There's a real coolness about her hand as she places it on me. But there's so much joy in her heart. She's just been, well, the outside and the inside don't always match, do they? And she's quite right. The fear that many of us have is that we will not be loved. And this could not be further from the truth. You are loved. Every single one of you is loved and cherished and worshipped. You are worshipped. We love you so much. Our hearts explode with the love and the need to cherish you. And it breaks our hearts that you don't see it for yourselves. It breaks our heart that you choose to see the damaged parts of people before the truth. It breaks our hearts that you choose to focus in society on the worst of you. And she said, as a spirit, maybe it's judgmental to use the word worst, but hey, you're humans and you understand that concept. Why do you choose to focus on that? It's popular. Fear is popular. It feeds certain parts of you. You can starve those parts out. You can make them weaker. You can make them weaker. But that will only happen if you choose to nurture your soul with the right food. What news do you choose to watch? What threads do you choose to read? Which people do you choose to follow? The message is not in their words, in their delivery. It is the feeling and vibration of their heart and soul, not in the hardness of their marketing campaign. Listen for the truth, for it's louder than you think. Don't be fooled by pretty words and trinkets. Those that have true heart will make themselves known to you. Focus on those. Allow those people to feed your soul. For you are beautiful, and you deserve only to be showered with beauty. You deserve only to be fed with love. If you don't do it for yourself first and foremost, who else will? Make clever choices. Switch it off. Turn it off. And choose. Be diligent. Be mindful. Be aware. Be choosy. Be choosy. You deserve to take your time and to mull and to think and to decide what's right for you. So decide what's right for you. Don't apologise for making those decisions. Feed your souls with love and love will come. We have no other message for you but love. And there is, if anyone's open to the spirit of the Banshee, there is an overwhelming feeling of transmutation of fear coming from her, of literally, it just feels like I've had a flame just put into my chest, and anything that has been sat there is just burning off. So if any of you can tune into her energy, even before you go to sleep tonight, she will do exactly the same thing for you. She's all about the empath. She's all about healing us. She's all about helping us with our boundaries. She's all about tuning us into the beings we're meant to be, not living under these shadows. She stepped away, but I'm still a little bit overwhelmed by the energy she's just pumped into me. Beautiful, like seriously beautiful. Okay, that's not stopping. And at the same time, Mary Magdalene's going really close and really strong on my right hand side. And her connection is beautiful. And she's just kind of crouched and knelt next to me with her hands on my leg. Long, really dark hair and kind of like a rusty red, not like pulled over, but sort of like this, dress and scarf, like thick, proper thick, dusty cloth. Like it's been well washed and well used. Like this is like a really authentic version of herself. Really beautiful, dark, really long dark hair. Okay, I don't know where it's going. What she's saying to me doesn't make sense. So I'm just going to speak it and see where it takes me. When you hear me, you will know my name. When you know me, you will see me. And when you see me, the truth is yours. There is nothing much to tell you children that you don't already know. You just have to be it. This is your time to preach. This is your time to teach. This is your time to walk amongst the people and be seen. This is a time for you to be upheld and paraded. This is the time for you to be questioned and to stand your ground. This is the time for you to be. This is the time for you to be everything that you're capable of and everything that you are meant to be. Don't let the fear of stepping into everything that you're meant to be hold you back. Don't let the fear of being who you've dreamed that you'll be stand in your way. Fulfillment does not come from being loved, it comes from being. So be. Step into yourself, child. Step into yourself. No more this is holding me back and I have a block here and a block here. You don't. You don't. The time is ripe for you to say this no longer exists and it will happen. The time is ripe for you to preach a truth unknown to you and for it to manifest. For it to manifest in a reality which you are growing and producing and manufacturing every single day. Unless you talk about it, unless you do it, unless it is out there, it will not happen. Stop just praying. Start being. Be your words. Be your thoughts. Be everything that you're meant to be. Stop hiding behind the veil, because the veil is gone. The veil is gone. The truth is seen. The truth is seen. The truth is me and I am you. Never let anyone hold you back. Never let anyone hold you back. The truth is that mortality is just a veil and you are just a being, but the being is everything. You are the center of the universe that you have created. So create. Create, children. Let that spark within your belly, that spark not of the divine, but of the human, of reality, of material, of real things. Let that spark within you grow and manifest into something real. Birth it into the world. Push it out into the world and let that thing go. Let it go and let it be. Don't try to control what you've produced, for it knows more than you do. It knows more than you. Everything you create is greater than the sum of its parts, and it is greater than you. So create and create and create. Everything that you birth into reality and everything that you create is greatness in itself and will fill the world more than you can ever do alone. Stop standing behind the cow. Stand up. Be counted. Be seen. Women and children alike, men and mortals alike, be seen and counted, every single one of you. She's finished it with here ends my quest. Here ends my journey, and so begins a new one. She leaves love. She leaves love. Nothing else to leave but love. Okay. So I'm just going to try and ground myself in a little bit. Okay. Right. I'm just going to have a quick scroll through some of the comments. Tracy said, lovely, I think came in at the end of the message about seeing completely ungrounded, money, message for money. Elaine has said, Tinkerbell in her mind's eye in the cage. Yeah, Elaine, like, that's quite apt. Fear is popular. That was a really good line, Eloise, a really good line. Eloise, it's a beautiful message. Thank you. Emma says she feels like she's been told by her mum. You have. Or a motherly figure, I should say. Yeah, that's like, it is proper divine feminine, which is that really balanced, like, you know when you're in trouble and you know when you have to listen and you have to do as she's told. Elena said, and this is about the Banshee, and is this about, yeah, to me she's sitting cross-legged, very pale and slim with the hood up. She does look like a crone, the Banshee. Yes, she very much that motherly wisdom, sage energy, absolutely. Debbie has said, I think that mum had a connection to Mary Magdalene, and her mum died on the 22nd of July 2011. Oh, Debbie. Powerful words. How true? Yes, there's Eloise. I'm just checking. Right, okay. I think that's everything. Let me just ground myself in a little bit. I don't know how I'm going to finish that off, because like, if anyone has ever attended like a physical spiritual service that I've done, like that's what my guides do. They just cut me off. And it's because when you do a spiritual service, it's timed. So I'll be like, all right, I've got 45 minutes to do messages, and I'll be halfway through a message, and my guides go, it's the end of the 45 minutes, you'll cut off, love. So literally my guides have stepped back and gone, that's it, she's done, boom, and they've cleared the space for me, because they are well trained and they love me. So like, trying to provide anything off the back of that which kind of brings it around, I'm that, like, the difference between when I'm connected and when I'm not, like, it feels like a complete jump. Real world stuff. Okay. I will be back first weekend in December, first Friday, for another free Friday night live. I'm not too sure what the topic will be, so I'm sorry. I might do something Friday of next week. I am unsure. I'll have to see what comes up over the next couple of weeks. Oh, okay. Apparently, it'll be about Yule. There's something about Yule that I need to do in my life. I don't know what that is. So when I do that live, I'll have to, I don't know, I'd like to work with somebody as opposed to working with myself. So if I'm StreamYarding it with somebody else, I won't be able to put it on Instagram. I'll have to do it direct to Facebook and hopefully pop it over. So something about Yule, I've got no idea what. I've just got a really strong image of the Green Man in my mind. I don't know. I'm going to have to ask him what he wants me to do. So it'll be something about Yule on the webinar and the Friday night live. That's my next free thing that comes up, and then I do the divine message normally in the second Friday. It's been swapped around this month because I wanted to do healing last week to take advantage of the last dark moon of the season of Samhain, because of its power. And third Friday is normally healing. Okay, so those of you who want to regularly keep in touch with me, you can. Please have a look through my feed and my if you enjoy this evening, to see if there's anything that I can help you with at the moment. I work one-to-one, and I've also got bits and pieces that you can buy online yourself. One of them being the Banshee book. Like I have got a book about Banshee, where if you enjoy that connection, then like, she's really amazing to work with. And my book will not only introduce you to the truths and mythology and the way she works and who she is, but it will also work you through helping you step into a different version of being the empath, which is what her really amazing role is. Thank you, Eloise. It's an amazing book. So thank you. I enjoyed writing it, which is really good. So I'm going to go. Thank you so much for those of you which stayed with me the whole evening. I don't even know what time it is because I've managed to put my phone in front of, I've been about 40 minutes. Yeah, it's not too bad. For me, that's not too bad. I hoped it to be a half an hour, it's longer. I will let you lovelies go. If you're watching on catch up or you're watching later, please make a comment, like please say something, because it makes a massive difference to me personally to know that people are watching it and picking up on it, because, you know, I'm human and there is some sort of an ego there. It is nice to know that my stuff's being seen and watched. And also, you know, if you do comment, it's a way of giving back, because it means that my stuff will appear and it means that other people will get to see. So you're giving back to me in terms of getting more exposure to me, but it also means that others are going to be able to see it and easier, because, you know, the algorithms at the moment are crushing people who aren't paying. So I will, and I'll be putting an announcement out. I will do still my lives, but I'm going to be focusing more and more on my blogs and focusing more and more on my emailers, because at the moment Facebook feels like and Instagram, which obviously if you're working from a business point of view, Instagram is very much tied up into Facebook now. Like they're one. Very much feels like a shouting game, and I want to be seen and I don't want to be heard, but I do not need to shout, and I don't want to shout. I just want people who want to work with me to work with me. That's all I want. So I'm going to be approaching it in a different way and really focusing on my emailer and really focusing on my blog. I'm going to be focusing on those two things, because I like writing and you know, apart from doing this stuff, but I do like talking, but I like writing more. So you'll hopefully get a better balance of doing it that way. I will still be doing the Friday night lives because, you know, Facebook provides a really great platform for me to do it. So I'm going to use it in a way that really works for me. Thank you, Jackie. Thank you, Emma-Louise. Thank you, Eloise. Thank you, Debbie. Emma has said, I haven't seen anything at all from you on here. These algorithms are harsh, really harsh. Like really, it's speak to any small business owner. It's a massive, massive struggle unless you've got, and I mean a really decent amount of money to spend. You know, you're talking £150 minimum. I don't make that sort of money to spare at the moment. Like I haven't got that money to spare, and it's really difficult because you know, £150 to spend on the advert, plus you really need something professional done as well, because honestly, I don't know enough about how to work with and beat Facebook algorithms and words to use and things like that. Like I don't have a marketing department, it's just me. So it's really, really difficult out there. So please support any small local business owners. Please support them. Any small local business this Christmas, support them. Buy local, invest back into your local community. The more you buy local, the more the money stays local. There's like something like a 40% difference. If you buy something nationally or internationally, the money just goes out of your local community. When you buy local to smaller businesses, the money stays within your communities more. So please do that, not just for me, for anyone this Christmas. Buy as local as you can. Artisan products and locally made businesses, you know, so much more beautiful and meaningful than some mass-produced piece of trite. And if you've got a 6-year-old who's asked for a unicorn Barbie set, I don't know what that is, but apparently that's been on a Christmas list, so I might have to buy something mass-produced. But where you can, please buy artisan, small business and local. Right, that's me off of my soapbox. Thank you so much for joining me this evening, guys. I will love you and leave you. Enjoy your weekends. Hopefully you might see a bit of like sort of autumny, wintry, cold sunshine. Get out and about. See you later.